For a continent that appears to be cursed with bad leaders, Africa has had a few truly great and selfless leaders about whom not enough is said. In this video, we are going to highlight some of the truly remarkable acts and achievements of some of Africa's greatest leaders. The first truly great African leader we are going to talk about is Thomas Sankara, the president of Burkina Faso from 1983 to 1987. At the start of Sankara's presidency, he was actually riding a bicycle to work and had to be persuaded to upgrade to a cheap Renault car. He did away with the air conditioning in his office, insisting that the majority of Burkinabés did not have that luxury. Sankara also declared his assets, and his children actually studied in a public education system. More incredibly, Sankara sold off the government fleet of Mercedes cars and made the Renault 5. That was the cheapest car in Burkina Faso at the time, the official service car of the ministers. Sankara also forbade the use of first-class airline tickets, saying that those who sit in the front of the plane and those who sit at the back all arrive at the same destination at the same time. Now, I am sure that you are already impressed by this great son of Africa, but there's more. Did you know that Sankara refused to go to the IMF and World Bank for loans, and yet he managed to greatly transform Burkina Faso in just 4 years? Now, here's just some of Sankara's great achievements in a short period in power. He increased the literacy rate in Burkina Faso from 13% to 73% in just under 4 years. He managed to vaccinate over 2 million Burkinabe children against meningitis, yellow fever, and measles. This saved the lives of thousands of Burkinabe children who were dying from these childhood killer diseases. Now, did I mention that Thomas Sankara lowered his own salary and forced top civil servants and army officers to donate a month's pay for public projects? Yes, this was how selfless Thomas Sankara was and how dedicated he was to improving the lives of his people. So it is our hope that the incredible selflessness and dedication of Thomas Sankara to improving the lives of his people has inspired you in one way or another. The second truly great and selfless African leader we are going to talk about is Ghana's Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the man who led Ghana to independence in 1957. Now, did you know that Ghana under Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was the first in the whole of Africa to make education at all levels free? That is from primary to university level. And in addition, textbooks were supplied for free to all students in primary and secondary schools. Did you know this incredible fact? I guess not. But yes, Nkrumah made this possible in the 1950s. Are you also aware that Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did not own a single house or even a single room in his name in Ghana after he was out of power? Yes, this is the man who built an entire township in Tema and built several estates across Ghana, and yet he did not own a single house in his name. The man truly put the needs of the ordinary Ghanaian above his own and that of his family. That is how truly selfless he was. Now, here's one last fact about Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. There were 6 attempts on his life, 6 assassination attempts, and yet not a single individual was hanged or executed for that. And yet he's referred to as a dictator by his enemies and opponents. Now, I believe you may have heard about Congo's incredibly fearless independence leader, Patrice Lumumba, who was tragically assassinated. But did you know about the African leader who gave refuge to his wife and children? I guess not. That leader will be Egypt's Gamal Abdel Nasser. Nasser graciously agreed to a request by Lumumba to take care of his children who he rightly believed to be in danger. Lumumba's wife and children went on to live in Cairo for 34 years. This incredible show of Pan-African solidarity by Gamal Abdel Nasser must always be remembered and highlighted. So here's one more amazing fact about Egypt's Gamal Abdel Nasser. His funeral attracted 5 million people. Yes, you heard me right. 5 million people turned up for his funeral. And Libya's Muammar al-Gaddafi collapsed twice at the funeral out of emotional distress. Yes, Muammar Gaddafi's hero was Gamal Abdel Nasser, and he was greatly affected by the death of Nasser. So I guess I said that was the last fact I was going to give about Nasser in this video. But did you also know that Nasser was one of the presidents who offered refuge to Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah after he was overthrown in a coup d'etat in 1966? And guess who the other African president was to offer Nkrumah refuge? whose offer he accepted. That was Guinea's Sékou Toure. And the day after Nkrumah arrived in Guinea, following his overthrow in Ghana, the president of Guinea proclaimed Nkrumah as the head of state of Guinea at a mass rally. He said, "The Ghanaian traitors have been mistaken in thinking that Nkrumah is simply a Ghanaian." He declared, "Nkrumah is a universal man." This was an unprecedented expression of Pan-Africanism, and at the time, Nkrumah did not realize what Sékou Touré said because Sékou was speaking in French. When Nkrumah later found out what Sékou truly said, he was very moved, but he only agreed to become co-president of Guinea. Wow, can you imagine how selfless Sékou Touré must be to make another man the co-president, in fact, the president of his country? So there you have it. These are just a few incredible and amazing facts and achievements of some of Africa's greatest leaders that you may or may not know, but you definitely need to know. So if you enjoyed this video, please do make it a point to hit the subscribe button below and like the video, and if possible, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.